Welkom bij Onbeperkt Leven, de podcast waar grenzen vervagen en verhalen kracht geven. Ik ben Sophie Cox, rolstoeldanser en spreker. En hier praten we over dromen najagen, uitdagingen omarmen en leven op jouw voorwaarden. Want onbeperkt leven begint met onbeperkt denken. Welkom terug bij Onbeperkt Leven. Vandaag heb ik mijn eerste interview met Pawel Karpinski. Hij is tweevoudig wereldkampioen, werkt in IT en is geboren met spina bifida. Hij is een Pool, dus ik ga het vandaag in het Engels doen. Als je graag de Nederlandstalige ondertitels wil, dan kan je naar YouTube gaan en daar de video bekijken. Ik ben ook een klein beetje ziek, dus als ik nasaal klink, sorry. Welkom, Pawel.
Welcome. Thank you for having me here.
You're welcome. Well, I forgot to tell them. I told them you're a 2-time world champion. You work in IT. You have spina bifida. But
Yes.
what I didn't tell them is that you are one of my best friends.
That's also true.
We know each other for many, many years. And fun fact, my nickname for Paweł is Głupi, which is Polish for idiot.
Yeah, but I don't like it. And she knows it.
It's such a funny word. Głupi. It's cute. Głupi.
It was cute when you said goopy
Oh,
without
yeah.
L.
For like a year, I pronounced it Goopy because my Polish wasn't so good at the time. Now my Polish is perfect.
Yeah.
That's why we do the podcast in English, because my Polish is that good. So, take us back. It's the end of November. You're traveling to Slovakia for the World Championships. You dance in duo Latin with your partner, who's also in a wheelchair. And then they announce, and first place and world champion from Poland, Pawel and Kasia. How did you feel?
It was a special feeling. I never expected, but I'm really happy about it. But I remember when I came to this sports hall for the first time, it was on Thursday, and I look at what the sports hall is, and I realized that in 2016 I won at the same place European champion.
Wow.
With my first duo partner. Yeah, and then I knew this is a special place for me, and I need to do something to remember this place as I remembered before, that really special place for me. Yeah, and on Friday I was 4, on Saturday I was 4, so there's only one chance to be in the world champion again. Yeah, and
you took it. You took it.
Yeah.
You did everything you could.
It was also funny because on Saturday during the solo, I think it was in final, I jumped on my wheelchair and I did something like this with my head, and it was like,
oh.
And after the round, I was able to do only like this with my.
You couldn't move your neck too much. Wow.
Yeah, so on Sunday morning it was really hard to move with my body. Yeah, but there was adrenaline on the floor.
Of course.
And when I watched the video, it's like I didn't have anything broken, let's say.
A true champion peaks at the right moment, right?
They say it.
Yeah. And you just said that you in 2016 you won European Championship in the same venue.
Yeah.
So that place has a very special place in your heart. For me, it's the same thing, and you know that. So I won my very first bronze medal in European Championship in Poland, in the venue that we always go to. And then a couple years later, I won my first silver medal, also in the Polish Open venue. So every year we have a Polish Open in that special venue, but also the European Championships was held 2 times there. So I understand that feeling because the venue in Polish Open is also very special to me because you have a connection with the venue, or you can feel an atmosphere that connects with you and you just perform better there. So I truly understand that feeling, and once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
And take us back to how you started Paradance.
It was so long time ago.
Yes, because he's very old already.
Not so very, but
it's
yeah,
a joke we have. I'm younger than him, so he's very old.
Yeah, kid. Yeah, so I started dancing 26 years ago when I was 11, more or less. But in fact, it started from basketball.
Okay.
Because I started to play basketball first when I was young. It was my first love in terms of sport. Yeah, and one time I went to the showcase game with my basketball team, and during the break between the during the break, I met the president of the association which I belongs still, Swing Duet.
The Association of Paradise.
Of Paradise, yes. And she tried to, she invited me to go for the camp. But to be honest, in the beginning, I wasn't very keen for it. But yeah, I talked with my parents and with my friends, and they said, "Go for it. Why not? Let's try." So yeah, so I went to Ciechocinek. I met a lot of nice people, and I tried dancing after the camp. I went to the practice once, and I met my very first able-bodied partner, and it just started. And at the same time, for a couple of years, I play basketball and I training
Oh
dancing.
wow, so you combined the two sports.
Yeah. Once I broke my backbone during the basketball practice, and it takes me like 1 year to fix it, let's say, to heal it. And after this time, I have at school, I have a lot of duties. At that time, I thought it's too much for me.
Yeah.
So I decided to quit basketball. And to be honest, right now, after 26 years of dancing, I think it was good decision, because now I can focus only on one sport.
Yeah. And you are world champion.
Yes, correct.
I love to say that to him.
I like to hear it. Tell me more.
When you started with Paradance, was it just a hobby, or did you immediately go to competitions and knew like, oh, I'm gonna practice dancing to become a world champion one day?
In the beginning, for sure, it was hobby, but my partner pushing me so much, and we practice a lot in the beginning. Yeah, and I think after a couple of months, we went for the Warsaw Championship or maybe Polish Championship. Actually, I don't remember right now. Yeah, and to be honest, in the beginning, I was so bad, but always when we practiced, there were three of us, three guys, and I always look at them. I want to dance like them. Yeah, so I pushing myself too, and one day after Polish Championship, I decided that I want to go for it. I want to dance more. I want to practice more. Yeah, and I was better and better.
Yeah. I think that's very important to have a group of people that you can work with and support each other. I think it's not that common. You know it yourself in the dance world.
Yeah.
It can be very hard. We don't have to lie about that. I mean, the jealousy and the bad talking in sports is just a lot, especially in a sport which is individual. You are not a team sport, but you still have a team, and I think that's very important that you had people growing up that you could actually support each other and work with to become better, because I truly believe that if you can support each other and you can make each other better, you make yourself better too.
Yeah, and I have a really good team. I think. Yeah, we always laughing.
That's
our
amazing.
Practice. Yeah, we can always talk between the exercises.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to have someone you can always talk with, and.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. And you were saying that as a kid you were playing like the basketball and you were like also doing like different kind of sports just as friends do and they play together. Um, did you also have like a lot of friends who are able bodies growing up, or were they mostly like people in a wheelchair?
When I was young, I had only friends who was everybody, to be
Okay.
honest. When I start basketball, when
Yeah.
I start dancing, that's starting to change a bit.
Yeah.
But I think most of my friends are able-bodied, to be honest.
Okay.
I mean, I know a lot of people on the wheelchair disabled people, but my friends, almost everyone except you and one person more, they are able-bodied.
Okay. And have you ever felt different growing up, seeing your friends being able-bodied and being able to do like everything? Nobody can do everything, but you know what I mean? And you being in a wheelchair, being limited sometimes? Did you ever feel different?
To be honest, no. No, I never had such feelings. I think I always grew up with feeling that people have worse situation than me. People are more disabled than me. So don't exaggerate, don't cry, be yourself and do what you want to do. And even a couple of months ago, I went to Croatia with my friends, and my friend told me, you know what? I know you're disabled, I know you're on a wheelchair, and sometimes you need help to, for example, go somewhere or something like this, but I never treat you like a disabled person.
Yeah. That's
So,
great, yeah.
yeah.
And I think that's important to have those kind of people in your life, to have people with a disability, because you and I, we know that our life is hard sometimes and that we have medical problems and all that kind of stuff. So we understand each other much more on that level. And you have your able-bodied friends as well, because society is like that. Most people are not disabled, and therefore the society is not made for us. And by growing up with people who are able-bodied and who are like the normal ones, and I say that in very big brackets, we learn what society will be once we grow up and once we are adults. Because I know you are living on your own. Well, you're living with your fiance. You work, you dance, you can drive a car. Like, you are living a completely normal, and once again in very big brackets, life. How did you see your life when you were a kid? Like, did you see that kind of life for yourself, like a normal as possible life? Or was the view back in the days, because I know you're very old and we go way back to your to your childhood, was it a different kind of view? The doctors or other people tell you like you will never have that normal life?
I mean, never doctor told me that I will never have normal life, but I always knew that I will have a wife, that I will have normal life. I mean, I always try to have it.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, when I went to the camps, for example, I was travel with my parents, with my grandma. But one day, when I look my friends how they party during the night, I was like, come on, I want to do it too.
Yeah.
And I don't want to think that in the room there is my father, let's say, or my grandma waiting for me. Yeah, and I talked with them after the camp one of the second camp. Yeah, and they said no problem if you want to travel by yourself, let's do it. But first you need to learn how to do everything like around you. And they help me to do it. They tell me you can do this, you can do that way. Yeah, they help me as much as they can, especially my mom and my grandma. Yeah, and after a couple of months, let's say, I was ready to go.
Okay, so they really like encourage you to be independent and do everything yourself. Did you have a very supportive environment growing up? I know you're talking about your mom, but I also know you have an able-bodied sister. Was there a difference in your upbringing than your sister because she's able-bodied? Could she do more? Were your parents more careful with you?
Yeah, my sister is younger than me. Yeah, but she was always with me. Let's say she was always cheering me. She's always helping me, and she treat me. I hope like
the annoying older brother.
Yeah, the annoying older brother. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Maybe not annoying. I think she will never tell like this. Yeah, and she always tried to have contact with me. And I'm pretty sure she never looked at me like a disabled person.
Oh. I think that's very important to have a strong environment that supports you and that helps you where the limits are. Because I think that's also very important. What you said is like, I find different ways of doing it. Yes, there are some limits, and your parents help you with a lot of things, but you find a way of getting it done. And a different way doesn't mean a bad way.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes my parents help me as well. I'm living my independent life. I'm living with my fiance only, but sometimes I need help. For example, in my garden, of course I can do it like with trees or something by myself, but sometimes I'm lazy, sometimes I'm working, I don't have time. So if I need, I can call my father, I can call my family and they will come and they will help me. And I think it's not only because I'm disabled. Every person, every able-bodied people needs help.
It's true.
So I think it's normal to ask for help. And
yeah. And sometimes when we ask for help, they see it as, oh, they're not able to do something, but no one is able to do everything. Like, you know, that's just life. We need help, and we should not be ashamed to ask help sometimes. That's great.
Even my fiance always pushing me to do something. For example, when I was doing my dance course for being coach, I was thinking if this is place for me, if I should do it or not, because I was the only one on a wheelchair, only one disabled. Yeah, and she told me go for it. We will pay the money if needed, and then we will see what will help you. If you will have a student for dancing, if not, it will stay with you. It will be your achievement. Yeah, she also pushed me a lot to do such things.
You're talking about your dancing and how you travel the world to compete or to, like, you know, teach somewhere. Do you see a lot of differences in the world on how they see people with a disability?
That's a hard question, to be honest. Because when I'm flying, when I'm in different part of the world, I think I don't look like how people behave. But generally, I think now the world is changing, and we, like disabled people, we are much more visible than it was a couple of years ago. And I never had such situation, or maybe once or twice, that someone treat me like a disabled person.
But do you feel that society, and then I'm talking about also not only the people, but also like places being accessible and stuff, do you feel that that's changing as well? Because you say, and I truly agree with that we are more visible. So for example, in Belgium, I feel like, yes, we are more visible, but that's a choice that we are making, and I support that because we need to be visible. We are part of society. But I feel that accessibility is still such a big point that restaurants are not accessible. There are no disabled toilets. And it's so normal because they say, oh, but the buildings are old, but we are part of society, and they still don't understand that because we're part of society, we belong in social places like restaurants. And I see some countries are so much more accessible than others. How do you see that in the countries that you visit and compared to Poland?
To be honest, I think Poland is quite good with accessibility. Of course, a lot of places like government building or something like old buildings are not fully accessible. But what I can say, the people thinking is changing. For example, a part of Poland. I was in Venice once, and there was a restaurant very famous. I saw it on the Google that this is a really nice restaurant, so I want to go there. But there was like 3 steps, and the restaurant wasn't fully accessible. But when they saw me that I want to go, they go out from the restaurant and they help me. So yeah, they took me like, no problem, we will carry you, no problem. So yeah, they took me, they helped me went to inside, and I was there.
Yeah.
I ate. It was really delicious. So yeah.
That's great. And do you feel that, of course, that's step one, people just helping you. Do you hope that there will be a time where everything will be accessible and people don't have to like help you anymore, but you can actually independently go to that restaurant, for example? You see that in the near future?
To be honest, I think it will be really hard, but we should pushing for it.
You talked about your dancing, you talked about living an independent life. What's something crazy that people will say you're crazy doing that, or they will never believe that you in your wheelchair did that? What's something crazy?
I took parachuting once.
Wow.
It was, I think, the best experience in my life. And how it starts, there was contest on Facebook. There was like share, comment, and something like this. So I did it. I create some interesting comment about something. I really don't remember what is the subject. Yeah, and after a couple of days, they called me that I won this. Me and two more people, we won this parachuting. And after that, I couldn't sleep for 3 nights because I was like, I realized what I did.
You were excited or were you scared?
I was scared and I was super excited. Yeah. And yeah, for the 3 nights I couldn't sleep. And the day comes. Yeah, I went there with my fiancée. And when I look how they landed really easily, I calm down. But my fiancée, she was really scared about me because she knew it was like 4,000 meters above the ground. So yeah, she was really scared. She cried a bit. Probably she will kill me that I say it right now. Yeah. But
the wedding is off.
no, we already almost prepared. Yeah, but I did it. After that, I called my mom. I did it because a couple of months before, I called her that I will be parachuting. But she probably forget that this is this day. Yeah, so I call her. I'm already after this flight, after this jump. And she was like, what? What did you do? And I promised her and I promised my fiancé and my sister as well that I never do it again because they were so scared about me. But to be honest, I recommend everybody to do it at least one time in a lifetime. It's super amazing feeling when you are in the plane and you have like 1, 2, 3 and jump. The only feeling you can have, the only thinking you can have at the moment is like, what I did. I'm super crazy, what I did.
Yeah.
But after a couple of seconds, when you're just going down slowly with the parachute, it's super amazing feeling. Super amazing. I recommend you totally. If you are afraid of flying, if you are not, do it.
I always said that I wanted to do it. I never did it before, but I've always said like if there is an opportunity to do like a parachute jump, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, I'll let you know when I do it.
I know. And the second crazy thing, maybe not so crazy, was flying with a helicopter above Niagara Falls. It was just really quick idea. I was traveling to Niagara Falls, and there was a sign, fly over Niagara Falls with helicopter. I said, let's do it. I go and they told me they have even adapted helicopter for the wheelchairs.
Wow.
There was something like a ramp, and in the end of this ramp there was a seat sitting, and it was super easy to do it, and the beautiful view.
Yeah, and also, you're telling me like, okay, this helicopter was adapted. Those are the things. Can you imagine that you went there and you want to do that and they were like, oh, sorry, no, we're not accessible. Once again, there would be a moment that was taken away from you because it would not be accessible. But right now they had a plane and you could enter, and it's so amazing that they are thinking about that, because those are the moments that you remember and that you're talking about right now.
Yeah, so we need to push the other for accessible places and accessible attraction, let's say.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes a little adaptation, all that needs to be done, but yeah, able-bodied people don't always see what's necessary. That's why people with a disability needs to be on the front line of taking the decisions as well, because we know what we need. An able-bodied person not always knows what it needs, and it's not meant in a mean way, but it is. We live this every day, so we know.
Yeah, and sometimes even it's not so hard to do the adaptation for us.
No, exactly.
And it's not so super expensive.
No, exactly.
Of course, sometimes it is, if the building is old, for example, or something like this. But sometimes it's just a matter of thinking, of being creative.
Yeah, I think this conversation is very eye-opening to a lot of people. Living your life to the fullest is something I always say, because you only have one life. And yes, maybe you have a disability, but that doesn't limit you from living your dream and finding ways to make your life the way you exactly want it. So I have one last question. The name of the podcast is Onbeperkt leven, which means unlimited living. What to you does living your life unlimited means?
So it means for me to have a job, to have enough money to make your dreams come true, to live independent, but don't forget sometimes to ask for the help if you need it.
Yeah, to not be limited.
To not be limited, exactly.
Great.
Remember, you can always do what you want to do, but sometimes you need to be more creative. Sometimes you need to think how to do it. Everything is possible. If I can parachute, if I can fly over Niagara, if I can do all those things.
Psst, you forget, become world champion.
Of course, I know. I didn't forget about it, but I was sure you will tell them. Yeah, so
you just wanted me to remind you.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice to hear it,
You're a world champion, you are a world champion, you are a world champion.
Yeah, so if I am able to do such things, sky is the limit.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to be here.
Dankjewel voor het kijken en het luisteren. En ik zie je graag terug volgende week voor een nieuwe aflevering van Onbeperkt Leven. Bedankt om te luisteren naar Onbeperkt Leven. Ik hoop dat deze aflevering je nieuwe inzichten en energie heeft gegeven om jouw eigen onbeperkt leven te leiden. Vergeet je niet te abonneren op de podcast en volg me op social media via @rollingwithsophie voor meer inspiratie en een kijkje achter de schermen in mijn leven als danser, spreker en rolstoelgebruiker. Tot volgende week!